Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. So in this video we will see lot of interview questions regarding the .NET and Azure. Or there I put the 10 questions where these questions are the most commonly question that asked in the interviews. Okay, or thereafter you have to prepare these questions so that you can crack the interview whenever the interview will try to make you into the trap regarding the questions on the Azure. Okay, or even like these are the top 10 interview questions. Along with that we will create the lot of videos on the Azure.net and AWS.net. Okay, along with that Angular.net, React.net. Okay, so like we will create the interview series in a mix-up way. Okay, so that you can learn these technologies in the hybrid way. Okay, so that you will get to know and you will feel confident while you are giving the interviews as well. Okay, so these are the top 10 questions where the interviewer will definitely ask you somehow. Okay, so the first question is that what is Azure App Service and how do you deploy a .NET application to it? Okay, so guys, if you don't know what is the Azure App Service, I have created the video regarding that how to set up the pipeline with the Azure App Service. Okay, so just go and check out the video there. Okay, so now let's discuss the interview perspective as well. Okay, so if like Azure App Service is a fully managed platform as a service. Okay, like that allows you to host your ASP.NET Core applications, web APIs, background services, and the containers as well. Okay, so in such a way you have to like give your answer. Okay, or like it is the next thing it is asking me that how do you deploy a .NET application to it. Okay, so Azure App Service is a fully managed like platform as a service application. Okay, or like how or there are the many deployment methods to deploy your application. First is like you can deploy your application through the Visual Studio as well. Okay, along with that, second is Azure CI/CD pipeline, third is GitHub Actions, fourth is Azure CLI, and fifth is Docker content deployment as well. So these are some deployment methods that you can use in the Azure App Service. Okay, I hope you get to know idea about that, like what are the things that should know about that, what is the Azure App Service and how do you deploy a .NET application to it. Okay, so I hope you get to know idea about that, how you can do this as well. Okay, now the next question where the interview will ask you that what is the difference between Azure App Service and the Azure Virtual Machines as well. Okay, so guys, this is a important question, and around 90% cases interview will definitely ask you to make you to understand like do you have knowledge between these two things as well, like Azure App Service and the Azure Virtual Machine. And in fact, in the most of the cases like a candidate feels these are the same things, but it is not like this. Okay, so like what is the type of the Azure App Service? So we already discussed in this video that Azure App Service is the platform as a service, but in case of virtual machine it is the infrastructure as a service. It means that you have the infrastructure, or if you want to know you can't control the operating system into the Azure App Service, but if you want to take full control, so just go with the Azure Virtual Machine. Or if you want to know like maintenance based on things, okay, so Azure App Service is maintained by Azure. Okay, but if you want to maintain and if you want to like custom management as well, so you have to go with the Azure Virtual Machine. Okay, but in terms of scaling, okay, so Azure App Service has the facility of the auto scaling. Okay, but in terms of virtual machine you have to do make it manually. Okay, so if you want to know what are the best things that you can put into the Azure App Service, so like you can put the web apps and the APIs as well. Okay, or even the like if you want the full server control, so you have to go with the Azure Virtual Machines as well. Okay, so I hope you get to know idea about that, like what is the Azure like virtual machines and the Azure App Service as well. Okay, whenever the interviewer asks you that like when would you choose the virtual machines as well, the next question definitely will interviewer will ask you to, and to make you to judge that like what will be your response as well. So you have to tell to the interviewer when you need the full control, full operating system control, and if you want the custom management as well, okay, or even that like if you want the like implement the legacy in your application, definitely you should have to opt the Azure virtual machines as well. Okay, now the next question is that what is the Azure functions as well, because this is a common question that is the asked into the interview perspective as well. Okay, and how is it used in the .NET as well. Okay, so guys, for your purpose, I have created the video on the Azure functions. So just go and check out the video so that you can understand that how to create the Azure functions. Okay. Now let's discuss about like how you can answer into the interview as well. Okay. So Azure function is a serverless compute service. Okay. It means that it runs code on the HTTP request, on queue messaging. Okay, along with a on timer or on a blob upload as well. Okay, like you can hit Azure functions at any event as well. Okay, or if you or there I have created a video regarding that how to create the Azure functions. Okay, so simply just you have to go to the Visual Studio, or thereafter you have to select the Azure functions template. Okay, or this is like you have like you define the HTTP triggers as well. Okay, so there are a lot of triggers that you should know about the Azure functions as well. Okay, so I hope you get to know idea about that what are the Azure functions. Okay, and when should you use the Azure functions. Okay, suppose you want to build the event driven system. Okay, and you are working with the microservices background, and if you want some process the background jobs and the queue processing as well. Now the next question is that what is the Azure Key Vault and why it is so important. Okay, guys, I have put the same video on the YouTube channel, so guys, just go there and check out the video in the Azure playlist as well. Okay, so first thing is that like what is the Azure Key Vault. So Azure Key Vault, like if you want to secure your API keys, secrets, database connection strings, and like certificates as well, so you always opt the Azure Key Vault service. Okay, or it is provided by Azure at free of cost. Okay, or the thing is like so you should know like why not store secrets in the app settings to JSON, because security risk is always there. Okay, along with that leaks in the GitHub as well, like anyone can see your connection string via the GitHub. Okay, so if you want to secure all such credentials, all such API keys, okay, or like database related connection string, so definitely you should put your um, these things into the Azure Key Vault. Okay, or definitely guys, you have to use the Azure Key Vault if you want to secure your these things as well. Okay, or now the next thing is that like what is managed identity in Azure. Okay, most of you always feel think that like what are the managed identity. Okay, or in fact it is the confusing part in the Azure as well. Okay, that's why most of the candidate they can't answer on this question as well. Okay, so managed identity allows you to Azure allows your Azure App Service to authenticate to other Azure service without storing the credentials as well. Okay, so these are the things that you should know about. Like if suppose you want to use Azure App Service, like Azure service. Okay, but somehow to the other another Azure service without storing the credentials. Okay, so in such scenarios you have to use the managed identity in the Azure. Okay, or like instead of storing the client secrets and using connection strings. Okay, so in such a way you can use the managed identity. It is the kind of things like suppose there is a service where you are using the DB connection string, but somehow the same thing you want to use into the another Azure service. Okay, so at this moment you have to take the help of managed identity. Okay, so in such a way you can use the managed identity in the Azure as well. Okay, if you want to know what are the real use cases of the managed identity. Okay, So the Azure App Services, which are accessing like Azure SQL, blob storage, and the Key Vault as well. So secure and production ready. So this is the secure and the production ready approach that you should use as a managed identity as well. Okay. Now the sixth question is that how do you implement CI/CD for .NET project in Azure, guys? I have put the separate video on this thing, that how to set up the CI/CD pipeline for the .NET project in Azure as well. Okay, or if you want to know like what are the most common approaches as well, so these are the two most common approach. First is the Azure DevOps pipeline, and the second is Azure GitHub Actions as well. Okay, or in the GitHub Actions you just create the YAML file, and you put a lot of things, a lot of instructions there. Okay, you define the artifacts. Okay, so thereafter you put some credentials as well to log into your Azure as well. Okay, so in such a way you have to define the things as well. Okay, or then thereafter you have to deploy to the Azure App Services, Azure Container Apps. Okay, Azure Kubernetes Service as well. Okay, so these are the things that you should know about the CI/CD as well. And if you want to learn it practically as well, so definitely guys you should have to implement and you should learn that how to set up the CI/CD pipeline as well. Okay, for the interview perspective, okay, just you have to give your answer in such a way. Definitely guys you will interview will definitely love your answer as well. Okay, so there is an important tip, okay, that you should know about. Like you should have to mention while you are giving the input on the CI/CD. First you should have to mention that in which branch you want to push your application. Okay, thereafter you have to set you have to tell to the interviewer like in which environment you have to put your code there. Okay, production, staging, or dev environment. Okay, so there are a lot of things that you define into the that YAML file. Okay, or thereafter you put the some secrets stored into the Azure Key Vault as well. Okay, so these things that you always write the instruction into the YAML file. Okay, I hope you get to know idea about that, what are the how to implement the CI/CD for the .NET application as well. Okay, now the next question is that what is the Azure Service Bus and how does it work with .NET as well. Okay, so Service Bus is a message broker. It is used for the microservices communication along with the asynchronous processing and the decoupling system as well. Okay, or I will definitely make a video on the Azure Services Bus as well, but you have to know that how you can answer to the interview as well. Okay, like it is not mandatory that you should know about the entire Azure as well. No, it is not like. Okay, there is a few approach to create the interview into the Azure section. Okay, you have to prepare the interview questions on the Azure as well. Okay, because it is you can't do everything practically. Okay, it is not possible for every candidate as well. Okay, suppose there is a suppose you are working in the AWS, and if you want to prepare the Azure, so definitely guys you have to pay for it as well. Okay, so if you don't want to pay for anything, okay, or if you want to crack the interview, just you have to prepare these questions as well. Okay, so and definitely guys you will have the better understanding in this concept as well. Okay, now the next question is that what is the dependency injection in ASP.NET Core and why is it important as well. Okay, so guys I have created the video on the dependency injection in ASP.NET Core. Okay, so let's discuss the dependency injection. So before the concept of ASP.NET Core, okay, we always call the services using the tight coupling. Okay, but after the things come with the ASP.NET Core, okay, so there is a concept is introduced as a dependency injection, and it is achievable by the interfaces as well. Okay, along with that it supports the multiple inheritance. Okay, and you convert the tight coupling to the loose coupling. Okay, it means that you have to register your services with the interfaces. Okay, or it has the three types of lifetime. First is like singleton, scoped, and transient. Okay, all such things I have covered in that video. Okay, and what are the three lifetime and what are the difference between these three things? The scoped means like it each every HTTP request you will get the new instance. In the transient, every request it will create the instance. Now the next thing is a singleton. Whenever the app restart, like whenever the apps start, okay, so it will maintain the things until the app is shut down. Okay, so these are the differences between the lifetime of the DI as well. Okay, now the next question is like how do you implement and like logging and monitoring in the Azure for .NET apps as well. Okay, so there are the two approaches that you can use the things as well. First is the Azure application insights and second is the Azure monitor as well. Okay, or definitely guys, you have to first you have to register your telemetry. Thereafter you will get the request tracking. Second is exception tracking, dependency tracking, and the performance monitoring as well. Okay, so these two services, or these two Azure services you will use to track and to monitor the logs and monitoring as well. Okay, so first is Azure application insight, second is Azure monitor as well. Okay, now the final question is like how do you secure an ASP.NET API in Azure as well. Okay guys, I just want to know your opinion. Okay, like how you can secure your API in the Azure. Okay, so most of you are aware about the JWT authentication. Second is the Azure AD authentication, and the third is role based authentication as well. Okay, or definitely guys, you in such a way like these are some most common approaches that you always follow to secure your API in the Azure as well. Okay, now the next thing is that if you want to know like what are the production based best practices as well, so you have to use HTTPS only. Okay, store the secrets into the Azure secret managers, and the third is like enable the course policies. Next is the you have to use the rate limiting as well. Okay, so that you can stop the attacks as well. Okay, now the next thing is that if you have to enable the Azure WAF as well. Okay, so whenever if it is needed, okay, in most of the cases it is not required as well. Okay, so I hope you get to know ideas about like what are the things as well. Okay, oh guys, there is a bonus advanced question that you should know about the things as well. Now the bonus question is that what is the differences between the Azure Kubernetes service and the Azure App Service as well. Okay, so AKS and the different and the app service, there are the differences that you should know about as well. Okay, so if you want to know, so the if you want the full container orchestration, okay, so you have to go with the AKS. If you want the microservices heavy system, you should go with the AKS. If you want the if you have the complex infrastructure, so you can go with the AKS. Okay, but somehow you have the simple platform as a service, like you have the simple infrastructure, so you can opt the app services. And if you want the simple hosting, definitely guys, you should choose the app services as well. And if you have some basic APIs and basic apps as well, so you always put and you always take the app service as well. Okay, or you have when should you use the AKS as well. So when if you want the large scale level microservices, and if you want the DevOps maturity as well, or the third point is like if you see that there there could be the high traffic chances as well, so definitely guys, you have to put all such things into the AKS as well. Okay, so I hope guys you just love our video and you love this content as well. Okay, in fact these top 10 question always asked into the .NET interview as well. Okay, or even we will cover a lot of questions regarding the Azure and .NET in the upcoming videos as well. Okay, so if you love this video, if you love this content, so guys, I just want your feedback on the comment box of this video. Okay, and hit the like button and share this video to your friends, your colleagues, whatever as well. Thank you for watching this video till here, till then. Take care guys, bye bye, have a good day.